What if you could create an entire AI drama series?
It hoisted a heavy golden trophy toward the sky. Pitch. He could feel the ground beneath struggle against the humidity of 80,000 voices. The ball curved in a high arc. His teammates. They pulled him up, hoisting him toward the rafters as golden confetti began to fall, drifting like heavy snow under the lights. He stood in the center of the field, the weight of the trophy dragging at his arms. He looked down. His boots were caked in the same dust and mud he had known his entire life. Now standing on the highest stage in the world, he lifted his gaze to the stands. The cameras flashed in his face. He was there.
With consistent characters, multiple scenes, dialogue, and cinematic storytelling, without writing a script, editing videos, or managing complicated workflows. Not just short AI clips. I'm talking about actual story-driven videos that feel like mini dramas. And today, I want to see if MagicLight AI can really do that.
Welcome back to Nextcope AI, your shortcut to the smartest tool on the market.
Most AI video generators focus on creating individual clips. You generate one scene, then another scene, then another scene, and somehow you're expected to stitch everything together yourself. But MagicLight AI is approaching things differently. Instead of generating random clips, it's built around complete storytelling. The platform can generate long-form videos, maintain character consistency across scenes, and even create entire short drama videos with dialogue and cinematic progression. So today, I'm going to test one of their newest features, short drama video creation. And honestly, this might be one of the most practical use cases I've seen for AI video generation. Let's start with the feature MagicLight is currently focusing on, short drama videos. For this example, I'll create a simple story. A struggling young entrepreneur gets rejected by investors, almost gives up, then unexpectedly receives an opportunity that changes everything. Normally, creating this would require writing a script, finding actors, recording scenes, editing footage, adding music, creating transitions, and probably several days of work. Inside MagicLight, I simply enter the story idea. Generate. What's happening now is much more than text to video. The AI is building a complete narrative structure. Characters, scenes, dialogue, visual progression, and story flow. This is what makes it different from many AI generators. Instead of isolated clips, you're getting connected storytelling.
At the cursor blinking against the text of the 10th rejection email. It was a standard, automated dismissal. He did not blink. The silence of the apartment felt heavy, broken only by the hum of the cooling fan and the distant, rhythmic vibration of the city. Outside his window, a massive digital billboard flared to life, casting a harsh, flickering light across his face. It displayed a headline about a sudden World Cup upset. Thousands of miles away, a stadium was erupting in noise. But here, the streets were empty and cold. Leo pushed his chair back. The metal legs scraped sharply against the floor. He closed the laptop, the sudden darkness making him squint. He grabbed his bag from the floor, shoved the device inside, and stood up. He did not look back at the desk. He walked to the door, turned the lock, and stepped into the hallway. The city was still awake, vibrating with a celebration he was not part of, and he needed to find a way to break the cycle. The cafe was a chaotic sea of noise. A massive screen mounted on the wall. Leo sat at a corner table, his laptop open. He barely glanced at the screen. He pulled a red pen from his pocket and slashed through lines on his pitch deck, his focus absolute. Outside, a group of fans wearing team colors gathered around a street monitor, chanting as a goal was scored. He heard them, but his local team had just clinched a historic, against all odds victory. The room felt heavy, charged with the energy of the win outside. The investor looked at the ticker, then pulled the folder toward him. He flipped through the pages, his eyes tracking the data points Leo had labored over for days. The silence stretched.
Leo stood still, his hands clasped behind his back, waiting. The investor paused on the final slide.
He looked up. his expression shifting from detached skepticism to sharp focus. He looked back at the lights burn with a fierce intensity, casting a glow that turned the night sky into a pale, artificial twilight. He walked to the edge and gripped the cold metal railing. He pulled his phone from his pocket. The screen lit up, displaying a single, crisp notification. His company was officially public. The numbers scrolled across the glass.
He took a long, steadying breath. Far below, the streets were a churning river of movement.
Fireworks bloomed over the skyline, silent at this distance, painting the clouds in bursts of color. The sound of thousands of voices rose up to him, a collective wave of triumph that vibrated through the soles of his boots.
He closed his eyes. The thrum of the city began to sync with the pulse in his own chest.
One steady, driving beat. He opened his eyes and looked out over the grid of lights. The long nights, the silence of the office, and the weight of the rejections evaporated into the cool night air. He was no longer watching from the outside. He was part of the city's moment.
One of the biggest problems with AI videos is consistency. A character looks one way in scene 1 and completely different in scene 3. But MagicLight is clearly designed around solving that issue. As the drama continues, the main character remains recognizable. The facial features stay consistent. The clothing remains coherent. The overall visual identity feels stable throughout the story. And honestly, this matters a lot, because storytelling completely falls apart when your characters constantly change appearance. This is especially useful for YouTube storytelling channels, short drama creators, kids content, educational content, faceless channels, and serialized content. Now, another thing I like is the story template system. Not everyone wants to start from a blank page. Sometimes you just want inspiration. Inside MagicLight, there are ready-made templates that help structure videos faster. You can choose different themes and storytelling formats depending on the type of content you want to create. So instead of spending hours planning a story structure, the platform helps build the foundation automatically. This makes the workflow much faster, especially for creators publishing content regularly. Now let's move to something completely different. The Asset Creation Center. This is actually one of the most unique parts of the platform. Instead of only creating videos, users can create reusable assets. For example, characters, visual styles, creative tools, and custom generation assets. Let's say I create a unique character. I can publish it inside the platform. Other creators can then use that character in their own projects. And here's where it gets interesting. When other users use your assets, you can earn from them. So your creative work can continue generating value even after you've created it. It's a very different approach compared to most AI platforms. MagicLight also includes an earning system connected to the Asset Creation Center. So if you create popular characters, styles, or creative assets that other users like using, you can potentially generate passive income from your creations. According to MagicLight, some creators have earned thousands of dollars through the platform's ecosystem. Obviously, results will vary, but it's interesting to see a platform trying to reward creators for contributing useful assets. Instead of only consuming content, users can also build and monetize creative resources. Beyond short dramas, MagicLight includes a surprisingly large collection of AI video tools. There are options for story-to-video, kids, story videos, explainer videos, music videos, religious stories, image-to-video, character vlogs, AI video agent, and one-click video generation. The platform also supports multiple advanced models, which gives creators flexibility depending on the style and quality they're looking for. And honestly, the ecosystem feels much larger than a typical AI video generator. What impressed me most is that MagicLight focuses on complete storytelling rather than isolated clips. A lot of AI video tools can generate beautiful scenes. That's no longer the difficult part. The real challenge is maintaining consistency, structure, and narrative flow. And that's exactly what MagicLight is trying to solve. Especially for creators building faceless YouTube channels, drama content, educational videos, kids storytelling channels, or long-form AI content. The workflow feels much more production-oriented than many competitors. Overall, MagicLight AI feels less like a simple video generator and more like a complete AI storytelling platform. You can go from idea to script to characters to scenes to finished video inside a single workflow. And for creators focused on story-driven content, that's incredibly powerful. I used MagicLight to create this video. If you want to create long, high-quality videos with consistent characters and scenes, check out MagicLight AI using the link in the description. And let me know in the comments. What type of story would you create first? A drama series, a kid's story, an educational channel, or something completely different?
Thanks for watching. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe for more smart AI tools. This is Nextcope AI. See you in the next one.